I'm going to talk about the most cost-effective solution to handle the problem of North Korea. Welcome to my channel. I focus on tabletop role-playing games, video games, and science fiction. This is a discussion about a cost-effective solution. I'm not talking about the ethics or the morals or the political possibility or the reality of what I'm suggesting, but this is the most cost-effective. Now, my idea is based upon a simple fact. If you have a loaf of bread sitting on the shelf and you're trying to decide what to fix for lunch or whatever, as the bread gets closer and closer to the stale date or use by date, the odds of it going moldy increase. So as you get closer and closer to the use by date, you probably should use it up, because if it goes past that date, it may not be good to use anymore. So it becomes something you bought and now it's wasted. Well, the United States has an interesting problem. I've looked a little bit between this. There's between 700 and 1,000 Minuteman III missiles. Each Minuteman III missile has 1 or 3 warheads. There's some discussion about how many warheads they have because they do have multiple independent reentry vehicles, most of them. Now, they can lob a nice 300 kiloton bomb or up into the megaton type of warhead in there. Now, the problem with these missiles is that they're at least 45 years old. They're getting up to close to 50. And the Pentagon has already put in a request we need to replace these missiles. Their use-by date is basically coming up really soon, or we've actually probably exceeded it. So we have to decommission these missiles. They were talking about next year decommissioning 50 of the missiles, 40 to 50, the different numbers coming out of there. So that's somewhere between 40 and 120 nuclear warheads that have to be removed and decommissioned, and plus we have the missiles, which are complicated to decommission. So what are we going to do? Well, there's a cost-effective solution. Rather than decommissioning them, we just use them. This gets rid of the problem of that. And a nice target would be North Korea. Now, if we drop, let's say 41 megaton warheads on North Korea, that would effectively annihilate most of the country. If we dropped 320 kiloton warheads, that would basically effectively destroy that. They worry about all this artillery. Well, if you lob a nuke in the general vicinity of their artillery, it's going to mess up a lot of their aiming capabilities, plus the fact that you make it kind of nasty to survive all of this. So we could cost effectively use these weapons. Now, this is not talking about the moral or the ethical issue, but this is the most cost-effective solution for the United States. Rather than decommission 40 or 50 of the missiles, we just use them up. And it works out to be extremely cost-effective solution. We save the extensive cost of decommissioning all these missiles, and we solve a problem. Now, okay, we may, I don't know if we have anybody with what would be the term, the toxic masculinity to actually use this solution. I mean, Trump is with a lot of bluster, but I don't know if he'd want to go down in history as of lobbying that many nukes. That's an interesting question. I don't know if he would do that or not, but that's neither here nor there. That's getting into the politics of this. I'm just talking about cost effective. I can't think of, the only other solution is to let them do whatever they want. That's extremely cost effective because it doesn't cost anything. But it's not as cost effective as actually nuking them, because that removes our cost to decommission these weapons. So it's a big savings. We're talking millions of dollars in savings by just pushing the button. Love to hear some comments about this one. I'm sure this one is controversial. Thank you. I look forward to learning what you think about this video. Let me know in the comments below. If you like the video, press the thumbs up button. You can subscribe by clicking the link in the lower left. If you are interested, there are links to more content.